These days he's not so fond of school, that is true, but it's on you to fix that, Leonard. It's your turn. I would remind you sympathetically that your very own sons came to Solomon Schechter because you felt, incorrectly so, that the mental health people at their public school had wrongly damned them to what you yourself called the ever-growing ghettos of special education. I would remind you that your own son, Ben, may he rest in peace, was a school friend of Gurian's, despite the gap in their ages, and that Gurian attended his shiva, and that Gurian wept at his burial. Please forgive my tone if it is too strong. I only hope in reminding you of these things that you will reconsider your stance and see your way to not placing Gurian in your cage program. That you will do everything in your power to be good to him, to understand that he is coming to you damaged. That the damage is not irreparable. That our prophets are always treated like criminals, and that if you treat Gurian like a mensch, you will act like one, and that if you treat Gurian, and if it is for some reason impossible for you to keep my student out of your cage, maybe there's a compromise, maybe a trial period, a couple weeks to observe him, but I must say that I have a bad feeling even about that. For a 10-year-old, especially one who is so readily fascinated with the world as Gurian, a day is as rich and significant as a history of everything. A day can change everything. A blessing on you and your family, your friend, Avel. P.S. Gurian's new legal residence on Lincoln Road between Holmes Parkway and Skinner Drive is a motel. The Border, I think it's called, or maybe the Border, with a rather large driveway. Gurian has been instructed to wait on the corner of Lincoln and Holmes for the bus, but his mother would prefer the bus to pick him up in this large driveway, which no one can see from inside, where it is warm and dry, and where, for that very reason, the motel owner has given Gurian advance permission to wait. I told her I was certain you could speak to the driver or dispatcher and get them to accommodate her preference. If I was being presumptuous, please let me know, and please accept my apology in advance. If I was not being presumptuous, I thank you in advance. And if I was maybe being a little presumptuous, but you'll nonetheless accommodate Miss Maccabee's request, I thank you in advance, apologize in advance, and then thank you again for working with me here, despite my presumptuous, in advance.